Hello, my trivia friends. Hey guys, what's up? Starting our Hermit Trivia stream right now. Hermit Trivia, episode 6, ready to rock and roll. Let's do everyone's favorite activity and put some boilerplate on the chat. Hi, Leslie. How's the sound? Can you hear me okay? I've got to put on music. I found it. Stinking copyright law. Hello, all newcomers and streamers and friends. Let's turn on some of that sweet, sweet public domain music.
Tempered by war, disciplined by a hard and bitter peace,
the United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked.
We have been together at times when war
This is
united there is little we cannot do.
And that was a serious, serious threat.
What is this?
A hint
of defending freedom.
Okay, good. We have some actual music. I don't know what was up with that. Hi, Lisa. A team of 5. Nice. Great to hear it, Josh. Thanks for bringing it. What are we all drinking tonight? By the way, for all you newcomers, this is Hermit Trivia. We're going to be starting our stream in just about 10-ish minutes, depending on how quickly we get people in. Want to have people in for the only bar trivia experience you can have via YouTube at the comfort of your own home. It's going to be a thrill ride, no doubt, gentlemen. So get ready to go, go, go. I will have other props someday, I promise. I'll find some. So I recently started a job as an online tutor for basically doing sort of the same thing I did in China, teaching English to kids in China. And you'd be amazed how much you got to rely on props for that sort of job. You got to have like pretty much your own little toy basket 24/7. I think I have more toys than they do because I'm an adult. The Rubik dodecahedron, favorite of mine. Can you all hear the music okay? Good, good. Aw. I thought that was a dab, but apparently just an elbow call. You're skinny. This sounds like a Tori Amos B-side. I'll take it. We should be starting trivia in just about 10-ish minutes, just letting some folks roll in. The more, the merrier. We want to bring as much joy and warmth and light and wealth of spirit to the world tonight. So the more people to hear it, the more to gather around its warmth. I really like this music, but it's a bit of a downer. I'm gonna change it up. Ooh, this is promising. Yeah, I dig this. This song sounds kind of like the hip hop Mr. Rogers theme. Kind of dig it. Something about the nice blend of trip hop beats and just light piano jazz. Just choice. Hitting at about 9:30. Just gonna give it about, let's say 5 more minutes or so, just to get some butts in seats. My eyeball itches like crazy, but I can't touch my face. Hello, Marcus Hedwig. Marcus, you have the kind of name that sounds like it should have the title Lord or Sir before it. It's very, very regal. I appreciate it. Then let's start in just a few minutes. Esquire. I don't know, man. Esquire is overrated. Like, it sounds oppressive to Americans, but it's really just a variation of a squire, which means you're a guy. Oh yeah, I basically brushed the nice horse. Now, if you like brushing horses, that's all good. They're pretty. I like horses. Two more minutes. all, if you're just popping in the stream, we're just waiting for some more people to get in so we can start our trivia night. Just a little bit, less than 2 minutes. By the way, I want to give a special shout out to one of our players, Leslie's father, Clyde Jones. He's often come to play in our trivia stream tonight. Yesterday, he went to the hospital, so he's not feeling well. He's got some chronic heart problems. So I just want to wish Clyde Jones the best, wish him well, and hope he gets well soon. What did I do today? I taught my classes, went swimming in the pool, registered for a school for financial aid. That's cool. The college process moving right along nicely. Hi, Nikki. Welcome to stream. Hi, Nikki and Adam. I'm assuming Adam's there as well. Welcome. We're starting in just a few minutes. What up, Team Carcass? Carcass McCarcass. Here's something I should implement. I remember when I used to do bar trivia years ago. Half the fun was like, oh, Team Carcass, Casey and Marcus. I see how it do. Excellent. I like that name. People used to, make up team names for their trivia teams every night, every week, and that was half the fun, seeing what kind of funny trivia names, team names they came up with. Maybe I can institute something similar. That might be fun. Shomer and Gilpin. Shomer and Gilpin sounds like a folk duo. Yeah, I saw Shomer and Gilpin in Monterey Pop, man. They were the act that came on before Dylan went electric. It was mind-blowing. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, I think now is as good a time as any to get our show going. Let's do this. Okay. Sorry, my brain wanted to start, but my stomach did not. But moving on. Welcome to Hermit Trivia. It's the trivia for smart people, that's all of you, who stay inside. The only trivia where you can have the bar trivia experience at your table or in your bed. I'm Mark Walsh, your Hermit host. Thank you for joining me in this experiment tonight. Tonight's trivia is 6 rounds with 3 questions each. I will read the questions twice and as clearly as possible. You will then have 1 minute to listen to a lovely public domain song and write or think out your answer. Each question will be worth 1 point. There will be a halftime question worth multiple points, as well as a 5-minute break between rounds 3 and 4. That's it. That's the halftime. Nice 5-minute break. And then there'll also be a final question after round 6 that will be worth 10 points, and up to 10 points. You'll have 3 minutes to consider that final question. And that being said, this is very freewheeling, loosey-goosey, fun and fancy-free. This trivia game can be played at home on your own terms. Think about it, you're at home. You can be the master and commander. You can change the point values, choose not to use the points, break your party into different teams, put everyone into one big team, call in other players to be opposing teams or teammates, get a team of rivals going. Fly solo, or or you can just watch or listen to me and enjoy my clever lines and look at my ugly mug. Just have a blast. Either way, as long as you're streaming, as long as you're watching, that's all that matters to me. And please, of course, feel free to share in the chat your chosen food and drink. You can also share what kind of pants you're wearing. And Charles, welcome. Hello. Charles is one of our frequent streamers. Good to have him by. Okay, you can also share your point totals, how many teams you formed, description of your socks, even more. Okay, now, and just like Tuesday, I found our interactivity session went really well. So we are going to keep we are going to keep the go prompt. So after every final reading of the question, after the minute, I'm going to give a 10-second window when this sign is up for people on the chat stream to answer the question. They can type in the answer. You have 10 seconds. When I hear stop, you have to stop. And this is basically just bragging rights. You have the chance to say, I got the answer. I knew it. I typed it in first and everything. And we're working by honor system, of course. So we're asking, please don't just Google it or Wikipedia or whatnot. Just try to guess on your own terms. Keep it fun. And otherwise, other than this 10-second window of go, do not type out the answers on the chat stream. Do not type out in the chat stream. We want to keep this. If someone is competing with someone, we don't want to reveal the answer. We just, we want to keep a little of the mystery. Okay, cool. All right, and last but not least, please refrain from any discriminatory talk or political comments or lewd talk or rudeness. Keep it friendly. And let's take a break from the current situation that keeps us from traditional trivia. I'd rather not talk about things like coronavirus or, election talk or anything. We're here to just keep it fun. If you want to just update me on how you're doing in this quarantine and how you are, just let me know that you're doing okay and that you're healthy and that you're staying safe and staying inside. That is awesome. Please do so and everything. We want to keep it light and fun and fancy free. The cat's meow. Okay, so scores can be kept on the provided printout sheet, which you've shared on Facebook. I think we may need to share that again soon, actually. It's been a while. Or if it can just be kept on scratch paper or just kept in your head, it's your own scores, so just have fun. So I don't know about you, but I'm ready to go. Yes, all right. Cool, so let's get this road on the show. Round 1. The first category is snack food. Snack food. Question 1. The flamin' hot variety of what snack was invented by a janitor at Frito-Lay who observed that the brand did not have products targeting the Latino market? The flamin' hot variety of what snack was invented by a janitor at Frito-Lay who observed that the brand did not have products targeting the Latino market? All right, your minute to win it starts now. Go. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is time. All right, let's discover it together. Question 1. The flamin' hot variety of what snack was invented by a janitor at Frito-Lay who observed that the brand did not have products targeting the Latino market? And stop. Yes, Lisa, you are absolutely right. Lisa H has guessed it. It is Cheetos. Cheetos. And as Nick, as seems that Nicole and Adam guessed it as well. Lisa and Mike got Cheetos. Nicole and Adam got Cheetos. Special shout out. Yes, Cheetos. The flamin' hot variety of Cheetos was invented by a janitor at Frito-Lay. That was real. That's pretty interesting fact. Really clever. I gotta wonder how Chester Cheetah felt about that. Of course, it depends on the era of Chester Cheetah. Is it the 90s era of Chester Cheetah, where he's like, oh yeah, cool, Bo, that's Tang Han Bodacious, it's so radical? Or is it like 2000s 2010 Chester Cheetah, where he's like something out of a David Lynch movie, and he's just like, the flaming hot Cheeto is a reflection of the dark night of the soul. I see you look at the Cheetos. I see you want to strip away your human mask and reveal the animal instinct that wants to dive into your inflated, saturated fat snack food. Do it. Do it. Yeah, that was quite a heel turn for Chester Cheetah there. Kind of interesting marketing turn. Okay, yes, flamin' hot Cheetos. All right, question number 2. Question 2. In the 80s and 90s, the animated characters from what popular newspaper comic were licensed to promote Chex Mix? In the 80s and 90s, the animated characters from what popular newspaper comic were licensed to promote Chex Mix? Seconds. Oh, I forgot. I am drinking port with a little Diet Dr. Pepper. It is the pause that refreshes. I love port. It makes me feel like a bileless English lord. Anyway, that is time. That's time for question number 2. In the 80s and 90s, the animated characters from what popular newspaper comic were licensed to promote Chex Mix? That, of course, that popular, those animated characters are the great Snoopy and Peppermint Patty and Linus and Lucy and, of course, Charlie Brown. It's Peanuts. The Peanuts characters were licensed to promote Chex Mix. I guess the MetLife money was running dry, so they had to go for Chex Mix. Oh my God, I totally forgot to do the 10-second thing. I'm so sorry. I got so caught up in my shtick. I did that. That's my bad. But good thing, Marcus and Nicole. It's well done catching the answer. That was my bad. But yes, it was Peanuts. Those wonderful little characters. Little Vince Guaraldi trio, kicking the night up. Okay, the last question of snack food. Snack food. Speaking of peanuts, the oldest known remains of cultivated peanuts are 7,600 years old, were discovered in Peru in what mountain range? Speaking of peanuts, the oldest known remains of cultivated peanuts are 7,600 years old and were discovered in Peru in what mountain range? 'No, I'm hooked on that Mary Worth. Twenty seconds. All right, and that is time. Okay. Question 3. Speaking of peanuts, the oldest known remains of cultivated peanuts are 7,600 years old and were discovered in Peru in what mountain range? And yes, answer goes to Lisa and to Marcus and to Nicole. You all got the Andes. Yes, the Andes, home of those delicious candies. And remember Andes candies, those little chocolate mint wafers? They were like after dinner mints. I think they still make those. They were delicious. But yes, the Andes Mountains, where they found the world's oldest cultivated peanuts. Good grief. Yeah, that sounds really good right now. Okay, so that is snack food. Moving on to the next fun category, toys. We have 3 questions for round 2, category toys. Good times. Okay, question number 1. What popular craft toy was originally designed for cleaning wallpaper and only available in one color, gray? What popular craft toy was originally designed for cleaning wallpaper and only available in one color, gray? Here's your minute to win it. Seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is time. Time to reveal all things. Round 2 category toys. Question 1. What popular craft toy was originally designed for cleaning wallpaper and only available in one color, gray? Got a lot of guesses for silly putty, and the answer is no. No, it's wrong. The answer is Play-Doh. Play-Doh was that the wall craft. It was originally released. It was called Waldo years ago. So it was a product release because back in the days when this is really interesting. Back in the days when most houses had coal-fired heaters and stoves, the coal fumes would get all over the wallpaper and leave stains, and coal stains on wallpaper were a big problem. So they invented this product. Guy invented this product called Waldo, which was just this soft gray, lump, soft lit that you'd use it to clean up. You'd use it to clean off wallpaper. Then of course people started using gas and central heating and stopped using coal, so he could no longer sell it. They had no use it until one day his sister, who was a kindergarten teacher, said, "Hey, the Waldo." My kids in my class, they love it because it's easier to use than like modeling clay. They get to play with it and work with it. It's so cool. If you could just make this in fun colors and rebrand it, you could probably sell a ton. And so he did. He renamed it Play-Doh. He gave it he colored the dough all sorts of wonderful rainbow colors, and now it became every child's favorite modeling clay. That's one of my favorite stories. I love that. That's so cool. Yeah. But yes, Play-Doh was originally used. I bet you can still clean wallpaper. If you get tired of it. Okay, good on. Question number 2. Question 2. When Kenner released its line of Star Wars action figures in 1977, what character's figure had to be recalled for safety concerns because the spring-loaded rocket on his jetpack could put out an eye? When Kenner released its line of Star Wars action figures in 1977, what character's figure had to be recalled for safety concerns because the spring-loaded rocket on its jetpack could put out an eye? Wow. You'll put your eye out. All right, here's your minute to win it. All right, 10 seconds. And that is time. Okay, let's discover together. Question 2. When Kenner released its line of Star Wars action figures in 1977, what character's figure had to be recalled for safety concerns because the spring-loaded rocket on its jetpack could put out an eye? Yes, we got an answer from Charles and Nicole and Adam. Well done. Yes, Boba Fett. Boba Fett was the answer. Yes, the Boba Fett figure was in fact a limited edition figure that was meant to be, kids would save up the box tops and the other Star Wars figures, and they could send it in and get the Boba Fett figure. But because they had to recall it because of the spring-loaded put your eye out action, it never got released. And so now it is the rarest of the Star Wars, one of the rarest Star Wars collectibles. Like if you actually manage to find an authentic Kenner late 70s Boba Fett action figure, I think runs something into like $400,000. It's kind of insane. That's a lot for a small piece of plastic that can permanently blind you. Okay, but yeah, good answers, Charles, Nicole. Very good guess. Boba Fett. Where's Boba Fett? Okay. Toys. Question number 3. Question 3. Though they never fully took the throne from Barbie, what line of toys managed to secure 40% of the fashion doll market in 2006? Though they never fully took the throne from Barbie, what line of toys managed to secure 40% of the fashion doll market in 2006? Here's your minute. Ten seconds. All right, and that is time. Yes, it's okay, Marcus. I don't think if you had seen the Star Wars holiday special, all I would have to offer is my condolences. It's so terrible. I can't blame you for not watching it. The Riff Tracks Star Wars holiday special, though, is amazing. Anyway, off track. The answer to question number 3. Question 3. Though they never fully took the throne from Barbie, what line of toys managed to secure 40% of the fashion doll market in 2006? Yes, Lisa H. and Marcus and Nicole are correct. It is Bratz dolls. Bratz, the dolls with the passion for fashion. Special thanks to Lisa. Good mention. Yes, those enormous, big-eyed, small-mouthed dolls. They were basically anime lolly girls before it was cool. Now everyone's got one of those. Yes, those good old Bratz dolls. Okay. Round 3 coffee. Before I move on next round, I just remind everyone that if you are enjoying tonight's trivia, if you're having as much fun as I am, which I'm having a shit ton of fun, please don't forget to smash that like button, smash the like button for this video, subscribe to our channel if you have not already, so you can continue to get more Hermit Trivia updates. And please, if you do enjoy this, if you'd like to see more of this, tell as many of your friends as you can, whether in real time or online. Probably not so much real time right now, but online. Let them know about Hermit Trivia, because really the more the merrier with this. So I think, we get a ton of people. We're going to have a blast with this. So yes, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Thank you. Okay, round 3, last round before the halftime. Coffee. Question 1. Caffeine is a stimulant for humans. But what purpose does caffeine serve in protecting the fruit of the coffee plant? Caffeine is a stimulant for humans. But what purpose does caffeine serve in protecting the fruit of the coffee plant? What purpose does caffeine serve in protecting the fruit of the coffee plant? Here's your minute to win it. Speaking of coffee. And Big thanks to Marcus Hedwig for subscribing. Thank you, Marcus. You rock. You're awesome. You're a terrific player. You and all your friends watching from home. Always happy to have you. So yeah, when you look at an alien head, it's just a Butch Bratz doll. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is time. All right. We answer together. For question 1, caffeine is a stimulant for humans. But what purpose does caffeine serve in protecting the fruit of the coffee plant? Marcus, yes, you know what? I will give you that. It is poisonous. It's specifically, it is poisonous to insects. Its purpose is to protect against insects. It is an insecticide. That's right. Bugs eat it. They are not happy the next day. That keeps the caffeine plant. So remember, every time you drink that hot piping cup of coffee that gets you going in the morning, you're drinking bug poison. I know I am. Yes, very good, Marcus. Yes, it is bug poison, insect repellent. Okay, question number 2. Question 2. What Scandinavian country is the world's largest consumer of coffee, with its citizens consuming almost 26 pounds of coffee per person per year? What Scandinavian country is the world's largest consumer of coffee, with its citizens consuming almost 26 pounds of coffee per person per year? That is a lot of coffee. Let's see if you know it. Seconds. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and that is time. Question number 2. Question 2. What Scandinavian world's largest consumer of coffee, with its citizens consuming almost 26 pounds of coffee per person per year? Got Sweden, Denmark, Sweden. So I know, sadly, it is none of those things. It is not. It is actually, it is Finland. Finland is the world's largest consumer of coffee. I don't know, man. Finland is apparently also the legendary home of Santa Claus. So I don't know, Santa. I mean, I guess, yeah, if you're delivering toys to children all around the world, you're definitely going to need a lot of coffee. So Santa's like, when you're in the workshop and those elves have to work, you got to rebrew 5 pots a day. Yes, Finland is all about the coffee. And the reindeer need it too. How do you think they fly so high? After all that mulled wine, they got to taper off and get a boost. You know it's Santa. All right. Question number 3. Question 3. What method of brewing coffee, sometimes done over a campfire, is done by boiling coarse grounds in a pot of water, then letting the grounds settle before pouring into the cup? Question 3. What method of brewing coffee, sometimes done over a campfire, is done by boiling coarse grounds in a pot of water, then letting the grounds settle before pouring into the cup? Here's your minute to win it. Okay, 10 seconds. Yeah, 26 pounds makes sense to me too. It's about all the coffee I need. Okay, that is time for question 3. What method of brewing coffee, sometimes done over a campfire, is done by boiling coarse grounds in a pot of water, then letting the grounds settle before pouring into the cup? And ding, big shout out to Nicole and Adam for yes, it is Cowboy Coffee. Yippee-ki-yay, woo! It is that Cowboy Coffee. Oh, that's dang good. I love it. Going to take my horse to that coffee road, and I'm going to drink till I can't no more. Yes, Cowboy Coffee is that method of brewing coffee. And actually, you can do that at home on your stovetop and oven. I've done it. I did it once, and it came out surprisingly well. The secret I found to brewing good Cowboy coffee is you got to boil it with the hot water, and then you got to pour cold water on top after boiling it to let the grounds settle, and then you just all the grounds and the acid settles on the bottom, so you get like a really nice smooth cup of coffee. And I said, yes, that's exactly what it is, Cowboy Coffee. I did it. I remember, Leslie, you'll remember this. It's when we were leaving our apartment in Portland to go to China, and we had pretty much sold. We'd sold all our stuff. We sold our coffee machine and everything. And it was like a wake up, like, I need some coffee. I need something. So I just had found like made the coarsest grind of beans I can make, put it in our little cook pot. And those were good times. Well, Cowgirl coffee, I imagine, is like Charles to answer your question. Cowgirl coffee, I mentioned, I guess it's pretty much cowboy coffee, but with like lots of extra caramel in the rim. You know what I mean? Maybe some whipped cream on top. That sounds good. I go for some Cowgirl coffee. That sounds really tasty. Okay. All right. Now we're on to the halftime question. The category is games. Now, a little info about the about this question. You're going to have 5 minutes total for this question. 5 minutes for the halftime and 5 guesses to make. You can only make 5 guesses. Any more will be discounted. Each guess is worth 1 point. And if you get all 5 correct, you'll be able to add 5 extra points to your score for a total of 10. Also, the most important thing of all, of course, is this 5 minutes is a good time to go freshen your drink or hit the bathroom or take any kind of break you want. You need to get away from the screen a while. So this is perfect time for that. All right. So with that, let's start the halftime question. The category is games. Games. This is a good one. Okay. Here's your question. Name 5 of the 12 available starting character classes in the Player's Handbook of the 5th edition of Dungeons and Dragons, released in 2014. Name 5 of the 12 available starting character classes in the Player's Handbook of the 5th edition of Dungeons and Dragons, released in 2014. Here's your 5 minutes. Set that timer. And here's your halftime 5. See you in a bit. All right, 1 minute left. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and that is time. I hope you all had a wonderful break. Hope you all got a nice time to freshen your drink or use the potty or just peel your face away from the screen. I'll just keep having fun. We're gonna have just as much fun, if not more so, in the second half of the game as we're on the first half. I know I'm having a blast. So let's get this show on the road. Okay, the halftime question was games. Now, for the answer to this question, I'm not gonna do the stop go thing. Just that would just take too long to write everyone's answers. But I will give you the answers now. Okay, the question was: name 5 of the 12 available starting character classes in the Player's Handbook of the 5th edition of Dungeons and Dragons, released in 2014. All right, those answers are DD got a jump on us. Good, very good. Actually, no, you missed one. So here it is: Barbarian, Bard, Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Monk, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, Warlock, and Wizard. Now I'm very strict on the wording here. Barbarian, Bard, Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Monk, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard. Those are the classes in the 5th edition of Dungeons and Dragons. So sorry, Thief cannot count Thief because the Thief is now a subclass of Rogue, and Mage is no longer Mage, is the old word for Wizard. So can't count those. Sorry, you have to count up. But other than that, you guys are spot on. You got most of the classes here. If you got 5 of those 12 classes I mentioned, you win a total of 10 points. You get 5 points for that, plus a bonus 5 for getting it all right. So that's the thing. DD and Nicole, you both would each get 4 points. Yeah. All right, Charles. First time he got the halftime. All right, excellent. Well done. You knew there was going to be a D&D question someday. Definitely. Oh man, you want to, Nicole? You want to talk about? I still have old D&D wording. I still have like the mage was called a magic user, and like very very early basic D&D where like elf and dwarf and halfling were just their own character class. They weren't even like, you couldn't be like an elf wizard or an elf fighter. You were just an elf. That's it. I love old school D&D. All right. That was our halftime. Hope you all enjoyed that. If you'd like to reveal your current scores in the live chat, if you want to have some bragging rights or just, see how you're doing to stand to other players, feel free to do that. You can post your current scores, your post-halftime scores. Let us know there. And we're going to move on to part 2 of our trivia game with round 4. Round 4, the category is Europe. Europe. All right. Question 1 of Europe. What failed revolt by Russian army officers against the Tsar in 1825 later inspired the name of a rock band from Portland, Oregon? What failed revolt by Russian army officers against the Tsar in 1825 later inspired the name of a rock band from Portland, Oregon? Here's your win it to minute. Go. 5 seconds. All right, that is your minute. That's time. Let's discover the answer together. Question 1. What failed revolt by Russian army officers against the Tsar in 1825 later inspired the name of a rock band from Portland, Oregon? Yes, and Charles is correct. It is the Decemberist Revolt. The Decemberist Revolt, which of course influenced the name of the rock band, the Decemberists. Nope, sorry, not the Bolshevik Revolt. It was the Decemberist Revolt of 1825. It was a failed revolt sparred on by Russian army officers who, had marched into France after the defeat of Napoleon and walked in and were like, "You guys don't have serfs? You guys don't live like it's still the Middle Ages? What?" And they were just like, and came to Russia and like, "Yeah, we don't want that. Let's free the serfs. Let's have a let's have a democracy." And the Tsar is just, booyah, off to Siberia. Sad time. Yes, it was the Decemberist Revolt. Question number 2. Question 2. What royal house of Europe, who ruled over the Holy Roman Empire from 1438 to 1740 and established kings in multiple nations, was brought down when generations of inbreeding meant the house could no longer produce viable heirs? What royal house of Europe, who ruled over the Holy Roman Empire from 1438 to 1740 and established kings in multiple nations, was brought down when generations of inbreeding meant the house could no longer produce viable heirs? Here's your minute. Yes, it's a little Chinese for you. Buyao means do not want. I guess the Russian equivalent would be Niet tоварищ, Siberia you go. 10 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that is time. That is time. Okay. Question 2. What royal house of Europe, who ruled over the Holy Roman Empire from 1438 to 1740 and established kings in multiple nations, was brought down when generations of inbreeding meant the house could no longer produce viable heirs? All right, yes, Charles is correct. It is the Habsburg. The House of Habsburg is was that house that nearly ruled all of Europe through familial lines, through the Holy Roman Empire, and had kings and queens everywhere from Spain to Hungary to Transylvania, And just centuries and centuries of marrying their cousins and sisters meant they could no longer even, like, they were so inbred they couldn't produce healthy children anymore. Yes, here is the throne. The next heir to the throne of the Holy Roman Empire is an incipient soup, skin, and cartilage. Let's put a crown on it. Oh, oops, we bruised it. We bruised it during the coronation, and now it has hemophilia, and it's slowly dying. Oh. The Habsburgs were weird, man. Super weird. Fun fact. So the Habsburgs dynasties had a tradition where they had separate mausoleums. When they would die, if you were a Habsburg, your body would go in one mausoleum in one country, and then they just like take out your heart and your intestines, and they put it in another mausoleum in another country. There was like a mausoleum in Austria where it was just like royals' hearts and intestines were stored. It was almost like some kind of ancient Egyptian shit. I don't know why they did it, but yeah, it's a thing. Look it up. Body goes here, guts go here. That's the Habsburg way. Hey. Okay. Sorry, that was a weird little twist there. Go ahead. Question number 3. Question 3. Let's lighten it up a bit. Question 3. The rock band Europe, who you may know for their hit song, The Final Countdown, is from the continent of, you guessed it, Europe. What country in Northern Europe do they hail from? The rock band Europe, who you may know for their hit song, The Final Countdown, is from the continent of, you guessed it, Europe. What country in Northern Europe do they hail from? Seconds. Seconds. Welcome to the stream, any newcomers. Please feel free to introduce yourselves if you've not already. Okay, that is time. Question number 3. The rock band Europe, who you may know for their hit song, The Final Countdown, is from the continent of, you guessed it, Europe. What country in Northern Europe do they hail from? And yes, first to get it is Marcus Hedwig. You're absolutely right. It is Sweden. Sweden is the answer. The band Europe hails from Sweden, where they've got some really good bands available to them. You know, you got ABBA, you've got all sorts of great death metal. Sweden's a good product for it. And Charles, good job. Yes, Sweden is where they sang The Final Countdown. We're living together. It's the final countdown. We're leaving forever. You know what? You guys can't resist singing it. You know I was going to sing it at some point. You know, I'm just, God, my blood just itches for karaoke. I miss it so much. I love it. Oh yeah. Also, another excellent Swedish band, Ghost BC. If you've not checked out Ghost, oh, I love. And yeah, super. Ghost is also hella cheesy. Ghost is awesome because they've got this whole like dark death Catholic thing. They've got like, imagine a band that looks like Death Clock, but sounds like ABBA. But they're so like pop and great. Lead singer looks like some kind of voodoo nightmare pope, but he's singing, you know, the best Europop disco you could ever hope for. It's brilliant. I love him. Ghost BC, check them out if you've not heard them. All right. All right, that was Europe. Now going to the round 5 category. Round 5, movies. Movies. Question 1. What 2007 American comedy features cameos by Jack White and Jack Black? One plays Elvis Presley, the other plays Paul McCartney. What 2007 American comedy features cameos by Jack White and Jack Black? One plays Elvis Presley, the other plays Paul McCartney. Here's your minute to win it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is time for question 1 of movies. Question 1. What 2007 comedy features cameos by Jack White and Jack Black? One plays Elvis Presley. The other plays Paul McCartney. And yes, Dee Dee and Marcus are both right. The answer is walk hard, hard, walk hard, hard. Yes. Yes, Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. That brilliant send-up of music biopics. Also featuring Paul Rudd as John Lennon. Honestly, it's one of my favorite movies. Josh actually introduced me to that. That was really fun. I love that. And you never once paid for drugs. Never. That's such a brilliant. Someone actually, I realized what a brilliant send-up Walk Hard was when I read a review of that Queen biopic, Bohemian Rhapsody, and somebody described it as Walk Hard without the jokes. It's like, yeah, it's spot on. It's really good. I mean, it's not just funny; it's just a great commentary and just how like formulaic and overdone, you know, Hollywood music biopics are. So, okay, question 2. Question 2. What 1920 German film said by Roger Ebert to be the first true horror film was based on the director's traumatic experiences with military psychologists in the First World War? What 1920 German film said by Roger Ebert to be the first true horror film, was based on the director's traumatic experiences with military psychologists in the First World War? Here's your minute. And that is time. Okay, time for question number 2. What 1920 German film, said by Roger Ebert to be the first true horror film, was based on the director's traumatic experiences with military psychologists in the First World War? And Charles is right. Yes, it is The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Yes, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, that brilliant 1920s German expressionist silent film. Still one of my silent films today. The concept of Dr. Caligari was based upon the director's experiences in trying to escape the draft of World War I and all the psychological mind games the German military psychologists would play on them. And also sort of, in many ways, satirizing the many of the philosophical psychologists of the day, like Schopenhauer and such. But yes, that's it's amazing how this movie, realizing that wow, that movie is now literally 100 years old. It's now a century-old movie and still holds up. It's brilliant. I recommend anyone's not seen it yet. If you enjoy like good horror and vintage film, go check out Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Amazing film. Okay. Question number 3, last question of movies. Question 3. At the 1948 Oscars, James Baskett won an Academy Honorary Award, making him the first African-American man to win any kind of Oscar for his performance in what movie? At the 1948 Oscars, James Baskett won an Academy Honorary Award, making him the first African-American man to win any kind of Oscar for his performance in what movie? Here's your minute. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and that is time. Question 3 for movies. At the 1948 Oscars, James Baskett won an Academy Honorary Award, making him the first African American man to win any kind of Oscar for his performance in what movie? And yes, Nikki and Adam are correct. It is Song of the South. Song of the South was the one that James Baskett won an award from. Yes, that movie that is never coming out of the Disney vaults for very good reason. Yes, Song of the South. Good shout out, Mark Sedgwick. At Gone with the Wind was actually the first Oscar where the first African American woman to win an Oscar was in Gone with the Wind. It was Hattie McDaniel, the first woman in her role as Mammy. She was the first African American person to win an Oscar. We're looking for his first African American man to win an Oscar was James Baskett. So it was a very close guess, but no, we were looking for Song of the South in our answer. That was the one that James Baskett won an award for his performance as Uncle Remus. And oh boy, is that a problematic movie. I would check out if you want. There's one of my favorite podcasts. I recommend one called "You Must Remember This," which every episode is fantastic. It's all about like the golden and silver age of Hollywood and the secrets there and how the actors live their lives. But she has the hostess, Karina Longworth, has an entire 6-part series just on Song of the South and its influence and controversy within Hollywood and American culture in general. It's really good. Yes, Song of the South was we're looking for. James Baskett was the first African American man to win an Oscar for that. All right. So moving on to our last category before the halftime. The final category is round 6, internet memes. Internet memes. This is a fun one. Question 1. Turning 20 years old this year, what catchy meme derived from a poorly translated turning 20 years old this year, what catchy meme derived from a poorly translated Sega Genesis game titled Zero Wing? Turning 20 years old this year, what catchy meme derived from a poorly translated Sega Genesis game titled Zero Wing? Here's your minute. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it makes me feel super old. "20 seconds. That is time. Okay, question 1, internet memes. Turning 20 years old this year, what catchy meme derived from a poorly translated Sega Genesis game titled Zero Wing? all your base are belong to us. That's right. Oh, you're all getting it. Oh man, I think you all swept this category. Yes, that good classic meme. All your base are belong to us. It is all your base are belong to us. And I still say that. I have moments where I'm like just thinking about it and I think all your base are belong to us. And I just beam. I just smile. That still brings a huge amount of joy to my life. Yes, it's from the Genesis game, Zero Wing. All your base are belong to us. You are on the way to destruction. What you say? You have no chance to survive. Make your time. Ha 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 ha. It's amazing how much amusement you can get from the Japanese with poorly translated English. It never stops. Classic. It's funny. I think like that one word, that one sentence is more memorable than the entire game. Yes, all your base are belong to us. Good job. Now let's move on to question 2 for great justice. Okay, question 2. The word meme actually predates widespread use of the internet by many years. It was originally coined to explain the replication of ideas in 1976 by what author of The Selfish Gene? The word meme actually predates widespread use of the internet by many years. It was originally coined to explain the replication of ideas in 1976 by what author of the book The Selfish Gene? Here's your minute. Seconds. All right, that is time. That is time for question number 2. The word meme actually predates widespread use of the internet by many years. It was originally coined to explain the replication of ideas in 1976 by what author of the book The Selfish Gene? Yes, Lisa H. Lisa and Mike, you are the first to guess. It is Richard Dawkins. And good job, Marcus. You also got to guess the answer was. It is evolutionary biologist Richard Dawkins was the first to talk of meme theory in 1976. I got to admit, he's not my favorite person, but he was least ahead of the curve in that response. Richard Dawkins, famous evolutionary biologist and atheist. Okay. Question number 3. Good job, Lisa and Marcus. Well done. Question 3. Last question before the halftime. Taking advantage of the extremely popular meme that built up around his image, what pop star shocked the world when he rolled out a surprise performance during the 2008 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade? Taking advantage of the extremely popular meme that built up around his image, what pop star shocked the world when he rolled out a surprise performance during the 2008 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade? Here's your minute. Oh no, my music. My music. They've started without me. Come back. Okay, got 5 seconds left. Sorry, guys. The music cut out. I'm trying to figure out technical difficulties. Boop, 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 boop. Well, that's your time. Okay, sorry about the music cut out, but yeah, that's time. All right. Got the question. Question number 3. Taking advantage of the extremely popular meme that built around his image, what pop star shocked the world when he rolled out a surprise performance during the 2008 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade? Oh, sorry. All right, Lisa has it right. Yes, it is Rick Astley who rickrolled the world when he came in the 2008 Thanksgiving Parade, coming in to sing, "Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. We know each other for so long, you know the rules, and so do I. You've done something. All right. Yes, that was the great Rick Astley. I have nothing bad to say about him. He's awesome. Rick Astley rickrolled the world in 2008 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, riding the wave of that meme. Good on you, Rick, and good on you, Lisa, for guessing that. Well done. Very well done. Oh, you can. Are you telling me, Nicole, you hate "Together Forever and Ever Too High, Together Forever and You"? And don't you know I would move heaven and earth to be together forever with you? And I'm already losing streaming memes. I'm losing revenue now. My revenue of $0 is sinking to negative 0. Okay. I'm glad Nikki likes it. That's awesome. That's good. All right. And that was round 6 category memes, which means we're on to the final question. We're answering questions. It's the final question. Okay. Man, this is just my karaoke shakes. It's just, I got to get this monkey off my back. What can I say? All right, the final question. Before I move on to it, I first off want to thank everyone who's on this stream today, whether on the chat stream or not. Just big hugs, big thank yous, big awesome, kudos to everyone who came on, because I'm so happy to hear you. I hope to see you back. I hope you've all had as much fun watching this stream as I've had hosting it. Please come back if you have enjoyed it. If you have not already, please smash that like button, like and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel if you've not already. Like the episode, like any of the previous episodes and all that. Please share with all your friends on your social medias or your Facebooks and your Twitters and your LinkedIns and your gizmos that the millennials go on when you're not eating your avocado toast. That sounds good. But yeah, just spread the word. And Mike says I put the demon in demonetized. I'm gonna quote you on that. That's big shout out to Mike for coming out with the title of this video. That is amazing. But even if you just came to watch, I'm still happy to have you. And thank you all for coming tonight. So enough of my yakking. Let's get on to the final question. Oh, this is a good one. When I came up with this one yesterday, I was really pleased with myself. I hope you all enjoy it as much as I did. First off, here's how the final question works. For this question, you must wager anywhere. You can wager anywhere from 0 to 10 points. 10 points is the maximum. 0 is the minimum. But be aware that you must guess all answers correctly, all parts of the final question. You must get them all correctly in order to win those points. Otherwise, if you get any part wrong, you must subtract the amount of wagered points from your score. If you'd like to post your current scores on the live chat thread, please feel free to do so. Please post your current scores if you'd like some bragging rights so other people know where you stand. But yes, this is a wager question. This is the only question where you can lose points from your score if you get it wrong. And the category is television. Television. And you're going to have 3 minutes to answer this question. 3 minutes for the television question. In fact, let me set my timer. Just to get that ready. Okay. All right, 3 minutes to answer this question. All right, the final category is television. And here's your question. So what this is this is a show within a show question. On the left side, you're going to see 5 fictional television shows. These are 5 fictional shows. And on the right side are the real shows, the real TV shows, where those fictional shows are featured. I want you to match the fictional television show, the show within a show, to the actual television show in which it is featured. So, number 1, we have Sick Sad World. Number 2 is Invitation to Love. Number 3 is Mr. Peanut Butter's House. Number 4 is Mock Trial with Jay Reinhold. And number 5 is Wake Up San Francisco. Number 1 is Sick Sad World. Number 2 is Invitation to Love. Number 3 is Mr. Peanut Butter's House. Number 4 is Mock Trial with Jay Reinhold. And number 5 is Wake Up San Francisco. And then on the right, here are the actual shows we want you to match to the show within a show featured in them. So in A, we have Full House. Full House, that classic show of the Olsen twins. We have B, Arrested Development. Arrested Development, featuring the great Will Arnett. We have C, BoJack Horseman, also featuring the great Will Arnett. And D, we have Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks, that classic Lynchian mystery. It still blows my mind today. And E, we have Daria. Daria, everyone's favorite sardonic 90s teen. Okay, so it's A, Full House. B, Arrested Development. C, BoJack Horseman. D, Twin Peaks. And E, Daria. All right. Match the fictional show to the real show it is featured in. You have 3 minutes. Good luck. Start the music.
Sir, you wanted to see me?
Yes, definitely.
Please ignore this terrible ad for that terrible one. There we go. one more minute. Thirty seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that is time. That is time for our final question. I hope you all have much enjoyed fun answering it as I did making it. Let's discover the answer together. I'm not going to do the stop-go sign for this one. This is just the reveal. Okay, so I'm going to type out the answers here for our final question after I show you on the board. All right, so our final question was television, the category. And we want you to match the show within a show to the actual show that it is a part of. Okay, Sick Sad World. Sick Sad World was the favorite television show of Daria. Yes, Daria, our favorite sardonic 90s team, was a big fan of stuff like watching videos of botched autopsies, which Sick Sad World was always happy to provide. So number one is E. Number one is E. Number two is Invitation to Love, a hair-raising, heartstring-pulling soap opera that was thoroughly satirized in the other great show, Twin Peaks. Yes, Invitation to Love was the most popular show within Twin Peaks, the town. So they could watch the radical drama of other people's lives while engaging in their own even more radical drama and everything. Like, Invitation to Love had twins and, assassinations. Twin Peaks had, owl spirits and black lodges and scary shit. I know, I'm more of a Twin Peaks fan. That's not the hits. So number two is D, Twin Peaks. Okay, number three, who's that dog? Mr. Peanut Butter's House. Mr. Peanut Butter's House was the rival show to BoJack Horseman's show, Horsing Around. That means it was featured in. Number three is C, BoJack Horseman. Mr. Peanut Butter's House was featured there. Number four, the show Mock Trial with Jay Reinhold. That was where the Bluth family went, where they get to have their cases judged by none other than Judge Reinhold. So yes, Mock Trial Jay was the show in B, Arrested Development. It was B is the answer. And then finally, Wake Up San Francisco was the television show hosted by Danny Tanner, played by Bob Saget of Full House fame. Danny Tanner's A. So number five is A. So yes, and Danny Tanner had Jesse lives at home with two parents, and Danny Tanner had a real good marriage. All right. So the answers are so number one is E. Number two is D. Number three is C. Number four is B. And number five is A. So your answer should read E. E. C. B. A. So if you had that going down, if you had matched that to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that means you got all the answers to correct. It means you are a television superstar, and you get to gain the points that you wagered rather than lost. And with that, that's our trivia. And feel free, now it's time, you can post your final scores. If you want to have bragging rights, I will give you a personal applause. If you post your scores right now, I will give you a standing ovation for what you've done. 0. Wait, 0 total? Like, I'm actually a total score for the whole trivia, like not just the final question. Got them all right, but only wagered 2 points. Okay, Charles got 20 overall. Josh got 42. Excellent. 19 from Marcus. Very nice. Wow, Josh, you really cleaned up. Very good. Let's see. No, Adam's tripping. We phoned a friend. You did a phone in like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? That's awesome. Props to the man upstairs. And by the man upstairs, I mean Jerry, who collects my rent in every month. 30 for Nicole. All right. So we have 30, 42. Okay, so far Josh is our winner. Josh, 42. Marcus, 19. Cole. Oh, the roofer, the history knowledge. Brilliant. Nicole, 30. Charles, 20. How about Lisa and Mike? How about Leslie? Who's got anyone else want to reveal their scores? Let's see. I guess Leslie went to bed, so. All right, so far Josh has 42. Unless anyone comes to steal his thunder, it looks like Josh is, at least from recording, our winner tonight. Good job, Josh. Awesome. Well done to your team. We weren't tracking scores. Okay, that's okay. Well, I mean, in the end, you are all winners. You are all, I appreciate you all for coming in. This is awesome. Hopefully, Leslie and I, at some point, we just have fun seeing you. I have fun hearing from you. Thank you guys. I'm honestly don't care about scores. I'm always just happy to see your messages and hear your voices and know you're okay. That's what thrills me. But I know Leslie and I are hoping at some point, once we build up enough of a viewer base, we might try having a special actual trivia competitor game, like in between like the Hermit Trivia where anyone can join the stream, we might do a special like third week where those are interested can come in like on a Zoom chat and come in. I missed you guys too. Can come in and then we can offer things like Amazon gift cards or something for our winners, and people can watch and people can donate as they watch. We can make it sort of like a put that behind a paywall, attract people. That's something we're thinking about and say. But yeah, I miss you all too. I miss you guys. I'm glad you're all safe though, and I'm glad to have this opportunity. I mean, as much as this whole thing is, as much as the quarantine sucks, like I gotta be honest, in many ways it was the impetus for me having a YouTube channel and being able to, and setting up the communications and just charging straightforward ahead. So I take solace in that. I think if this good thing can make it out, and especially if it continues and it bears fruit once to end, it's like if at the very least I get to put myself in front of a camera and feed my narcissism, then that's a win-win. But yeah, I miss all you guys. I'm glad all you guys are safe and staying safe. And I'm really glad this was a blast. This was a lot of fun. I hope you guys are all enjoying this as much as I enjoy making them. This is a nice relief. So yeah, if you want to keep supporting, hopefully I'm going to have a Patreon set up soon, and I want to have like more things to add. This is a work in progress. I'm always going to add more things to the more little bells and whistles to the trivia to keep people fun, and I think, and to keep people coming back even when all this blows over and life returns to normal. We can this show will carry on with flying colors. And that's one to grow on. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thank you all for coming. Big little kisses, big hugs. Thank you all for making this an amazing trivia night. Yes, good night, Josh. Thank you all. I'm gonna wrap this up now because now I'm getting up earlier. Now I'm doing my tutoring job. That means I gotta make this an early night. But thank you all for coming. Please come back again. Last reminder, just smash that like button. Like and subscribe this or any of the videos, like any of the videos that you see, this video and any of the other streaming videos that you see on the channel. If you enjoyed this, it really helps a lot. Subscribe if you've not already. Share with your friends, and like really the more people we get in here, the more the merrier. It's going to be super fun. And I will see you next Tuesday. That will be Tuesday the 13th. Ooh, no, it's not actually. That's scary. But Tuesday the 13th, I will see you again for more trivia shenanigans. And big hugs to all. Big hugs to all. Big thank yous. And I love you all. And have a great night.